Hello all, this video provides inputs about how employees should carry out self-assessment during appraisal process on our HRMS portal. The self-assessment process gets completed through our PDP module. Your Softinger's reporting manager sets your goals and KRAs for each quarter on HRMS. Once the quarter is completed, employees submit their feedback goals and KRAs completion status. This process is followed for each quarter. If you have been with us for less than a year, then you will have at least two completed PDP reports, excluding current quarter. In all other cases, you will have 3 PDP reports, excluding current quarter.
Thank you, Lisa. Can you please let us know why it is important to follow the PDP process for each quarter?
PDP process allows you and your manager to track your performance on a quarterly basis. The shorter time frame makes it easier for both you and your manager to recall events that have happened within a quarter. Course correction can also be implemented effectively. During the appraisal process, your manager will take into consideration your performance in previously completed PDP reports and the performance in the current quarter. Now, let's have a look at the 4 parameters and self-assessment form ratings on HRMS. You will get email notification from HR team to complete the self-assessment as per your eligible appraisal cycle. For example, if you are eligible for October appraisal cycle, then your self-assessment will start in the month of August. Similarly, for April appraisal cycle, the self-assessment will start in the month of February. To access the self-assessment form is log in to HRMS. Then under Appraisal tab, click on Self-Assessment. And from Appraisal Cycle drop-down, select the Appraisal Cycle. The self-assessment form will be visible. PDP assessment consists of these 4 parameters on which both you and your manager will rate your performance. The self-assessment form has 2 parts: technical and service delivery, and each of them carries a weightage. Here, employees to submit their ratings for each of the 4 parameters on a scale of 1 to 4. Rating scale is now based on number of metrics achieved and not on the basis of excellent, satisfactory, or needs improvement. Let's understand this further. Now let's understand how to give your rating for each attribute. KPI KRA. Mutually agreed KPIs KRA deliverables for your site or project. Every quarter your Softinger RM sets your KRAs and goals for the quarter through PDP model on HRMS. Then assessment after every quarter is conducted and submitted on the portal. Likewise, the PDP cycle to be completed by every Softinger RM and their respective employees. If you have achieved assigned KPI KRA in all 4 quarters, then your rating will be 4. Here, 1 quarter means 1 opportunity. So, if you have achieved all the 4 opportunities in 4 quarters, then you can rate yourself as 4. Similarly, if you have achieved 3 opportunities in 4 quarters, then you can rate yourself as 3. Likewise, if you have achieved 2 opportunities in 4 quarters, then you can rate yourself as 2 and achieving 1 opportunity out of 4 quarters. You should rate yourself as 1. Goal achievement. Based on the site requirements and the manager-client expectations, goals are agreed for the upcoming quarter. Please note that these goals exclude BAU outcomes that are defined as a part of assigned role. Goal achievement rating to be submitted bases the completion of goals. Based on the quarterly discussion, you and your manager will agree if the goal has been achieved or not. Hence, if for 4 quarters, 4 goals were assigned to you, and you have successfully achieved them in all 4 quarters and converted them to your KRAs, then your rating will be 4. Contribution. Each team member must complete a task to improve their work environment and promote collaboration. This will not be defined by the RM or PM. If the employee has come up with any contribution which is benefiting the organization or client or department, then you can submit this information as your contribution. For example, some of these can be considered as contribution. An individual organizes and conducts a training session or knowledge-sharing session on a specific topic relevant to the work environment. An individual handles site-specific induction program for new resource deployed in his or her team at the client site. An individual undertakes the responsibility to gathering information within their team or unit. Say for example, if we plan to give out t-shirts, then HR need to estimate the quantum and sizes that need to be ordered. An individual helps the recruitment team either by recommending candidates or by taking preliminary interviews for replacement positions at your site. Individual or a group of individuals come together to organize an event or get-together in conjunction with HR team. An individual contributes an article for a quarterly newsletter. An individual participates in BTD recruitment process by being an instructor, invigilator, panel member during one or more stages during written test, group discussion, personal interview, etc. If you have one contribution for entire year, then self-rating score will be 3. Here you can rate yourself between 1 to 3 depends on the weightage of the contribution. And if you have more than 2 contributions in entire year, then it is considered as exceptional, wherein the rating to be submitted as 4. Now let's move on to the service delivery attribute, which says PM/RM opinion and employee self-rating. Employees should self-assess their soft skills, which encompass non-technical aspects of work. Following aspects are to be considered while giving this rating. Timely completion and proper reporting of all tasks assigned to you. Your attendance and leave management at the site. For example, giving sufficient notice of absence, no sudden leaves. Ability to communicate the current situation clearly and confidently during a crisis. Your ability to gel with rest of the team and professionally handle conflicts, if any. Ability to scale up your technical skills in line with the technology available at the site. During each PDP review and appraisal review, you may be requested to provide reasoning on the scores assigned by either party. You can give yourself 4 if you have achieved all above 5 aspects. You can give yourself a score of 3 if you have achieved any 4 aspects. You can give yourself a score of 2 if you have achieved any of the above 3 or 2 aspects. In other cases, you can give yourself a score of 1. Hope you all are clear with the process of completion of technical and service delivery attributes on HRMS portal. Now, the last part is to mention your achievements for last 1 year. Here, employees need to mention their accomplishments or achievements for the last year. For example, any appreciations received throughout the year, if you have been nominated for the Spot Awards or any other achievements where your contributions have made a positive outcome. On completion, please click on Save at the bottom of the page to submit your self-assessment.